Hey, what's up guys, I'm back with another speed test. It's time to do a check out the performance of the Vivo V50 Lite 5G against the Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro, and the Redmi is powered by new MediaTek Helio G100 Ultimate SoC with 8 GB of RAM, while Vivo has a new MediaTek Dimensity 6300 SoC with 8 GB of RAM. So on the back we have triple cameras on the Redmi versus the dual cameras on the Vivo. So very interesting to see which one will be faster. So now let's start off with a Bootup test. So logos came up slightly faster on the Vivo V50 Lite 5G, and now both phones is running on latest Android 15, but Redmi is giving you Android 14 right out of the box, while Vivo is running on Android 15 right out of the box with a Fun Touch OS version 15. So both phones is performing identical in terms of the booting up speed, which is really interesting. So anyways, let's talk about the display. So on the Vivo we have beautiful 6.7 inch the Full HD Plus AMOLED with 120Hz refresh rate. Also we have a center punch hole on the top, while on the Redmi we also have beautiful 6.67 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED with 120Hz refresh rate. Also we have a center punch hole on the top, and Redmi has a curved AMOLED display while Vivo has a flat AMOLED display. So guys, everything's closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. Like always, in the first application I'm gonna launching is the phone dialer. So open up exactly the same time. Also you can see in the animations it is more smoother on the Redmi, you can see that. So now let's opening up the settings, much faster on the Vivo. So let's go to the display and let me show the refresh rate option. So both phones has a 120Hz refresh rate. On default it is on auto on both phones, but I will leave that on the manual 120Hz. Also some apps will not run at 120Hz all the time, but you can enable that inside the settings. So now check out some more apps. Amazon shopping, so slightly faster on the Vivo, followed by the Redmi Note 14 Pro as far as the scrolling are concerned, and scrolling it is really smooth, no issue whatsoever. And now let's open the tablets area. So once again absolutely similar. So now check out some games application, and this way we should see a big difference between the Dimensity 6300 versus the MediaTek Helio G100 on the right hand side Ultimate. So let's start off with the Candy Crush Saga. So the Candy Crush, it is open up slightly faster I think on the Vivo, but it is almost a draw. Instagram faster on the Vivo. Let's spin out, faster once again on the Vivo. Snapchat faster on the Vivo. Spotify, and that one it is faster, exactly the same almost. Subway Surfer, another game. Dimensity 6300 on the left hand side versus Helio G100 Ultimate on the right hand side. So really similar on both phones. So now let's opening up the Temper N2. And Temper N2 it is placing fast on both phones. So both phones is performing identical in the Temper N2, which I cannot expect that from the Redmi especially. So now let's opening up the PUBG Mobile, last game we have in this speed test. Let's see how both phones is gonna perform in this heavy game. And we also have a gaming mode on both phones, which is disabled actually on the Vivo. So Vivo it is done, while Redmi it is also right behind there. We almost have a 1.5 second difference. Also in that game we have smooth graphics with ultra frame rate on both phones, so no improvement on the Vivo. Open up X, faster on the Vivo. Zedge, slightly quick on the Vivo once again. Let's see the scrolling it is smoother on the Vivo, while on the Redmi it is not as fast as like Vivo. So last I'm launching the cameras on both phones, default camera application. So let's see which one will be faster. So camera is open up much faster on the Vivo, and as far as the cameras are concerned, especially in this lighting condition and the colors, it is looks more vibrant overall on the Redmi, but I like the colors more. Once again on the Redmi looks more natural. So now let's look at the front facing camera. So the front facing camera, it is one of the best on the Vivo. Now let's see internet browsing speed. So I am using Chrome on both phones. Also we have same Wi-Fi network. So Wikipedia, so open up exactly the same. Scrolling it is absolutely smooth we have. Now let's open this picture, slightly quick on the Redmi. So next on the list is the apple.com, and that one it is slightly quick I think on the Redmi, followed by the Vivo V50 Lite 5G. So now let's see the scrolling it is really smooth on both phones. So now let's see RAM management. So both phones has 8 GB of RAM, so very interesting to see how RAM management is gonna perform. So phone dialer still there, settings still there, Amazon shopping, let's see Candy Crush Saga still there, Instagram same result, let's see pin out, Snapchat, that is seems like refresh on the Redmi, Spotify refresh, in-app refresh I think on the Redmi, Subway Surfer that is still there, Temperanto, let's see PUBG same result, Open Up X, Zedge still there, and last we're back to the internet browser. In terms of the apps opening speed and apps opening speed, it is slightly faster on the Redmi Note 14 Pro. Not only in system-based applications, mostly in games. In games we constantly see a 2 or 3 second difference, which is a good difference I would say. So in terms of the RAM wise, once again excellent RAM management on both phones, 6500 mAh battery size with the 90 watt super fast charging, while Redmi has a 5000 mAh battery size with a 45 watt super fast charging, downgrade from a 67 watt on the Redmi Note 13 Pro. And thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Vivo V50 Lite 5G versus the Redmi Note 14 Pro. So do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.